This episode is brought to you by Naked Fig Soap. Shop over a dozen handcrafted artisan soaps locally sourced and made in Arizona using the finest non-toxic intentional ingredients. Naked Fig Soap also offers facial care products along with accessories like soap dishes, soap saver bags, and more.
Visit their website at nakedfigsoap.com and use code DRUMMINGUP, all one word, for 20% off online orders. And that is the best place to find her now.
Yes.
She doesn't really have a storefront so much as she has
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now,
Yes.
she has her products in certain locations,
Yes.
which again is the best place to find her is at her nakedfigsoap.com website.
Yes.
Or her socials. Instagram is a great spot to find her. Ask her any questions where she's going to be at like a farmer's market.
Yes.
You can find all that out. Or
But coming up, she's
Yeah.
moving to bigger and better opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. And we're very happy to hear that because,
Yes.
we just want to
She's
make
one
sure
of our
she's doing
favorite,
okay.
favorite companies.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we're getting low, we always place our order.
Yes.
And again, use that code drumming up,
Yes.
all one word, to get that 20% off discount.
For sure.
nakedfigsoap.com. It'll be in the show notes. We'll have her website. And then the best thing to do is from the website, go find her socials, follow her. That helps her. And by you doing that, it helps us because we know you're listening and we know you're buying her great products. She also offers tattoo care and everything too.
Yes,
so
she does.
just a ton of stuff that she does. It's all locally made and everything. So what was that website again?
That is nakedfigsoap.com.
Using code drumming
Drumming
up,
Up.
all one word, for 20% off at checkout.
Hi there, this is Julian of Gorad, and you are listening to Drumming Up Conversation. Hell yeah.
Drumming up conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up conversation. Drumming up, drumming up, drumming up conversation. Drumming up, drumming up, drumming up conversation. Drumming up, drumming up, drumming up conversation. Yeah!
Hello and welcome to Drumming Up Conversation. I'm Justin Wood.
I'm Andrea Wood. Intro and outro music is provided by Arizona prog metal band Temporal Displacement. Do you want to be known as prog metal or just metal?
I don't care.
Either or. And you can find their music anywhere you listen to your favorite music. Check out the latest album. It's really, really good. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Drumming Up Conversation. You can find us on X at Drum Conversing. You can email us at drummingupconversation@gmail.com. You can find our audio podcasts on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. You can see the video podcast on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe, follow us, give us a 5-star rating. It helps us to grow our audience. Tell a friend, tell a family member.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And we're doing this on a Saturday morning, a little later than last week.
Yep.
Last week's was so much fun. Getting to meet Vic
Vic.
Deal. He was awesome.
Yeah.
I sent him. We talked a little after, because again, I don't like to do this on the episode
Yeah.
itself because I just don't want to put any pressure on anybody.
Exactly.
Just asked if he would be interested and just give me some tips, and if I sent him some stuff to kind of see what he could do with it, because I was telling him
With your drum track.
with my drum tracks and telling him what I was looking to do. And so we talked a little bit after, and I sent him my most recent drum track, and it sounded so good when I
Yeah,
got it
it
back.
did. And he's gonna we're gonna go live with him at some point. And
nothing we're gonna air.
Yeah, nothing live, but
Um,
we're doing a
doing
live
video.
Zoom with them to get some.
or just even just a video call. And he's going to walk us through because she runs the board. So I told him like Andrea will be involved too because she's going to need to learn this. So
learn some new
recording.
mastering.
Yeah.
Just to your right, let's show the audience what you just purchased.
This little guy.
And for our listeners, it is Black Moods American Whiskey. The Black Moods are a local band. The whiskey is a local whiskey. It is so good.
Yeah.
We
that's
went
really
to,
cool.
if you want to.
Yeah, and I have that written
Okay.
down too. Just I was writing some notes. We don't have any agenda to this at all today. We don't have a guest or anything. We're not doing anything themed. We just figured we'd just come on and talk.
This last couple weeks have been a little busy, and we just haven't had a chance to really sit down and some
Like a
things.
researched, formatted show.
Yeah, and every once in a while we like to just do this anyway. We're just kind of, recap like the last many episodes and everything where we're going to be doing next. And so we just figured we'd do that today. It'd be a good day to do it. And then this would have already happened by the time this airs, but we're going to jump on TikTok for so give or take to see how it goes
Hmm.
live, and people ask us questions and
Yeah.
watch, and just go from there. And it might be a lot of repeat of what we just did now, but it should be fun. But yeah, so we went. What was it? A week ago, we got asked
Hmm.
to pour for Laramita, our good friend Greg Gonerman
At Divine
at
Gourmet.
Divine. And it just turned out that it was the parents' anniversary too.
Hmm.
And so then they actually stopped by, which was cool. We
That
saw
was
them for a
nice.
few, but I don't think they realized how busy we were going to be.
Our table was packed.
Yeah, I think us and Corey had the most people at it from what I was observing. But we just had so much fun doing it, and we asked Andrew, who owns Divine or co-owner of Divine with Denise, his wife. We asked him if we could be next to Corey, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys will be next to each other. You'll just have two separate tables." And I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, good. We don't want to be that close to the guy." We told this to Corey too. It's all fun. But right before we actually met at Santan Brewery, I guess
Yep.
is what it's
Yeah.
called there. But it's more than that. We hadn't been in there before.
And we went there before for Megan's, one of Megan's birthdays, but
Mhm.
that's when they just opened and they had just finished the flooring.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
it had the real, um,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They probably shouldn't have been open.
yep, yep, the
Yeah, it
smell
was
from the
overwhelming.
flooring. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So okay, so we had been there before. We never really indulged with
Yeah.
anything. Everything there was local, which I
Yep.
really enjoyed. So we will be going back for sure, and that we'll get to that in a minute too about going back. But we met Corey there because our drive is hit and miss on how long it's going to take us. Sometimes it takes us 45 minutes. Sometimes it takes us an hour and a half. Like no joke.
Yep.
It just depends on what's going on. And so we met him there early. They had their whole list of drinks. They had vodkas,
I had a
gin,
black cherry vodka and ginger ale,
yeah, and they
which
had
was really good.
whiskeys, and then they had their whole array of beers. Just looking, I'm like, oh, Black Moods. Oh, cool. I didn't know the local band here got with these guys and did a whiskey. That's really cool. It's like I'll give it a shot. It wasn't very expensive at all.
And
Just
it's
do
what,
it
2 years
neat.
old?
Yeah, it's at age 2 years. It's an age proof. Just
It's really good.
really
It's
good.
really good.
And they had a lot of local named whiskeys, which is really
Mhm.
cool. They had one that was Jacob Waltz, which is the Lost Dutchman Mine, or
The
Lost Dutchman Gold
the
out here.
Legend
Yeah.
of Lost Dutchman. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really cool that they had all those different names for it and everything too. And it's a lot of fun. And so we met there. I had the whiskey, and then I was like, I'm getting a bottle. Wasn't expensive at all. You can buy the bottles there. It was like 30 or 35
35.
bucks, something like that,
Yeah.
which is not bad at all for how good that is. Like that'll last me a long time anyway.
Hmm.
And so yeah, we got it. And then we went over to Divine to pour, and we just had a blast.
Yeah. That started at
4:30. We
4:30.
got there like
Excuse me.
4:31.
It was 4:30 to 6:30. Our table was nonstop the whole time. It was so much fun. We met so many people.
Yeah, luckily we brought cards, which we need to restock our
Hmm.
tape with us. But yeah, our table was jumping, and Corey was sending people our way. We are
We
sending
were
people
sending
his
people to his
way. We're
way.
exchanging drinks, and we're just having fun.
It was funny because when Divine does their drawing, one of the names they pulled out was Andrea, and all I heard was someone yell across the room, "You know, Andrea." It was
It's
Corey.
Corey.
It wasn't my name though. We were pouring some. Your
No,
dad did,
and he won, but you have
however,
to be present.
so he did not get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
there was,
there's a lot of people
yeah,
that came by. We're talking up everything. They're asking us questions. Luckily, you knew a little bit more than I did because you had a little more time to cram and everything. And plus, you printed it out and got a little head start and everything. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We're answering
at
all their
least
questions.
2 white wines, 2 reds, and the port for Laramita. I could tell you all about them.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we went through about that many bottles too.
we
So
went through so much wine. It was so
yeah,
cool.
it was really good.
We
And then
had
we
so
had
much fun.
yeah, we had a couple couples that came through that were just talking with us. One of them overheard us talking about like that we had a podcast. We talked a lot of local wineries and we know about all this and all that. We are given recommendations and they asked, hey, we're having a bunch of people here from out of state. We're doing we want to teach everyone about like red wines. What do you
About
recommend? And I
Arizona
just started
wines.
just rattling off a bunch that I knew that Divine had. And they're like, okay, cool. Well, we'll go start looking and we'll grab some. We'll bring them over and see if you what you think of all of it and everything. Next thing you know, what was it? About a half an hour or so later, they came over with a box of like 12 bottles of
That
wine.
they
We just looked at
purchased.
it all. I was like, everything looks good. I said, but you got the 4.8 pink. You need to get the 4.8 red if they have it. I'm like, that is amazing too. And like, okay, they went and grabbed it. And what was crazy is that Andrew, the owner, was helping them, who we've had on. He's great. He knows so much about wine.
He's an expert.
Yeah, he's a sommelier. So he's been, Germany and Italy and France and all that stuff and he was helping them and he said is there anything else you need to know and she goes, well, we just need to go ask Justin if he approves of this. I'm like, oh my God. So she came back
He
and it
did
was,
get back.
yeah, and
There were several times you took breaks and walked
walked up,
people
yeah,
over to the
to
local
pick out some
section.
stuff,
Yeah.
yeah. So so we sold a lot of bottles of Arizona wine that night, and the couple that were doing the
Tasting, the
tasting and
taste
stuff,
tasting.
we gave them our card and everything, and said, "Hey, reach out to us for any questions or anything." And then afterward, I was like, I should have said, and I don't want to like intrude. I should have said, we can come over and pour if you'd want us to do it.
Right.
Just let us know enough ahead of time, and we'll come over and pour and tell everyone what they're drinking and everything else. I just didn't think about it. So hopefully they get in touch with us beforehand and all. So that would be fun.
Yeah.
Wouldn't need any compensation or anything. It'd just be
Yeah.
fun just to educate
We
people on it.
found out that the Chandler 100 is happening again at the airport, which you're very familiar with now. And so it looks like we're going to work that again. And Corey's going to be there. And Kristen, he says he's going to have Kristen come out too, which is Corey's new girlfriend. And she's a lot of fun.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. She came out on Thursday and surprised him because she was just coming back from a 10-day business trip to Vegas.
Hmm.
And he said that she was flying in, but
But
he didn't think
she
she'd
was
make
gonna
it.
make it in
And
time.
she surprised him. He was very surprised. It was very sweet.
Right at the end of it, she came
Yeah.
in and we turned around like, we know her.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, it's just great.
Yeah.
And we had real quick, want to touch on the parents too. That was a lot of fun seeing them.
Yeah.
We poured a couple
Didn't
things for them, but
spend a whole lot of
yeah,
time with them, unfortunately, because we were busy.
very
But
busy.
they got to see us in
Our element,
our
comfort zone,
passion.
and
Yeah.
we have made a lot of connections, and
Hmm.
that's one reason too we want to just jump on and do this and talk about just how great this podcast has been because without this podcast, we don't meet Andrew.
Hmm.
Without Andrew, we don't do this Chandler 100. And if I didn't stop in that day before, we would have never done that,
Right.
which means we probably would have never met Corey like we did.
We had seen him once at one of
It was
the.
one of the porn. It was, I
Yes.
think he was where we were with this last time at
Hmm.
Divine.
Yes. Yeah,
And it
exactly.
was very brief.
Hmm.
But when we did the Chandler 100, we were next to him for what, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Just having a ball, just talking to him. And then we made the connection that way. And he's come to like 4 or 5
He's one of our
easily,
best
yeah,
friends. Yeah.
WWE events that we do. We have a blast. He's as into it as we are. And then, he brought Kristen the last one, and he said that she had a great time.
She got to see how crazy we all are.
She picked a good one to come to, a really good one to come to. But
Man.
yeah, and it's just the connections we've made with it. And then
We would have never met Greg. Greg's
Greg, yeah,
superhuman. Uh, um, just so
and
gracious.
Four Tails
Yeah, Four
too.
Tails.
Barb and all them.
Mhm.
Just and we did that.
But
Barb,
yeah.
yeah, we met them through Divine as well.
Hmm.
We are just talking to her one night, and her Viognier is great. Is up there with Greg's, and their reds are amazing, and just how their story is and how they started and everything. And same thing with Greg, and he's a wealth of knowledge too. When we went down to Wilcox and just talked to him, I mean, if we had a place to stay, we would have just stayed overnight and
He was so gracious that
yeah.
day, and it
If
just
my battery wasn't so low
yeah.
after we did the TikTok at Four Tails, I would have gotten stuff there, but
Hmm.
it would have only been like 5 minutes, 10
Yeah.
minutes, and would have
Yeah.
my cell phone would have been done.
And then just walking into Divine now, Denise knows us. We know Tabitha. We know Karen.
Mhm.
And it's just it's kind of a Cheers like place. You
Yeah.
walk in, you're like, hey.
Well, that and we're like we were asked by Greg if we could pour for him. You know, like
Yeah.
he had enough faith in us to
Oh,
reach out.
we told him anytime you want free
Yeah,
labor, and he said,
yeah.
be careful what you wish for, but no, we're more than happy to do that at
Mm-hmm.
any time for him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we got to bring a couple things home. And even the next day, he's like, "Hey, I meant to send some stuff with you." I was like, "Andrew gave us a couple few things to send home, so don't worry about it."
Yeah.
Like us doing it was enough. We didn't
Yeah.
expect anything.
Yeah.
We had fun doing it.
I mean, you get to drink while you're pouring
Yeah,
anyway,
and not
so
like I drink a lot. I just,
well, yeah, there
but I
was
still want
no
to
time.
try it. I still want to know kind
Yeah.
of what I'm,
Yeah.
what the bottles are doing that night. So.
Um, and we ran into a lady named Alicia that we had met at a prior
Hmm.
Divine event. So she was there, so we got
Yeah,
to
she was
hang out with
yeah,
her.
hanging out at our table for a
And
while.
then the Crown Plaza is just at the end of that block,
Hmm.
and the Junior Achievement Conference was going on. So we met two women from there that came in just because they walked by and they were like, this store's packed. What's going on? So they came in and found out it was a wine tasting. So we met Jen, who was from South Dakota, and we met Cynthia, who was from Virginia.
I
And
kept saying West Virginia just
yeah,
to mess with it. It was hilarious.
but it
And then
was funny because this
we'll
woman
get to
came
that
on.
later. Yeah, we'll get to that
Um,
later. Yeah.
but they stayed at our table for quite a while. We poured them, they sampled everything. Um,
Came back for seconds and thirds.
yeah, and I don't know how
Cynthia did for sure.
then Corey at the end, Corey came over and poured himself um, samples from what we had. And then I don't know, and that's about when Kristen walked in, I think, just just
Yeah,
before that,
yeah.
yeah. And everything just snowballed, and all of a sudden Corey said, "We're going back to Santan Brewery,
Cause yeah,
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 for
for
drinks,
drinks, yeah.
food or whatever." And so it was me, it was you, it was Corey, it was Kristen,
And
it
then
was Cynthia,
well,
it was
and then
Jen,
Jen
it was
said
Alicia.
Jen got invited, and then yeah, Cynthia's like, would it be weird if I invited myself? Like you're already invited.
And
Don't worry
they
about it.
seemed like they were such good friends, Jen and
They
Cynthia.
had just met the day prior or something.
At the conference. Yeah. And then Alicia came also because she just lived like a mile and a half away. And we had a blast
Yeah,
with three
yeah, because we sat close to the ones we
strangers
had
just
just
about.
met.
Yeah.
Um, and Corey and Krista were at the other end of the
With
table, more or
Alicia.
less,
Yeah.
with Alicia. And we just sat and talked, and
Seemed like we
we
knew
were giving
everybody
everyone
forever.
shit. And
Yeah.
then it turned out Cynthia has family in Connecticut,
She's
as do I.
Italian.
She's
Yep.
Italian, and it's like, oh my God, we could be
Yeah.
just joking around about that. But at one when we first sat down, um, what was it? Rocky Mountain High came on or whatever. Is
Oh,
that what it's called?
West Virginia,
Yeah,
Mountain Mama. Yeah. Take me home, country
whatever
roads,
it
that's
is.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Denver.
Yeah.
And so I kept, well, as soon as the West Virginia part would come on, I looked right at Cynthia. I was like, West Virginia. She's like, Virginia. I'm like, I know. We just had a blast. We were we were just having fun.
Seemed like we knew them forever.
Yeah, we had whiskey. They had
Beer flights.
beer. Well,
Well,
two of them
Cynthia
had
did.
beer
Yeah,
flights.
Cynthia and Alicia did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were like, stupid. You can get
Okay, $10.
you can get 8 5-ounce flights for
Yes,
$10.
5-ounce pours
Yeah,
in the flight. That's a lot of beer.
40 ounces at the end of the day.
Yeah, for the Arizonans that
Yeah.
can do math.
And then what was it? She said something about I have to have something turned in by 5. I said, which one? I was
Yeah.
like, we got 2 in Arizona. She's like, shut up. AM and PM make a big difference of what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to turn anything in by 5 a.m. at this point. So, yeah, we just had a blast. And then Kristen and Corey took off a little earlier. And we stayed for about another hour or so and just
We
followed
did.
them and talking.
Fun.
Found, friended them on Instagram and followed them and all that stuff.
Good pizza there. It
Yeah,
was
it was
really
really
good.
good. Everything was really good
Yeah.
there. And so the next day I told Corey, I was like, hey man, we had so much fun. Like we need a
Yeah.
really cool spot. It's like our old Ellsworth. It's all local stuff too. So
Yeah.
now we have another place we can go. And we know we're getting all local stuff. It's good stuff and try new things. I mean, just their whiskeys alone, I could try 6 or 7 of them, I think.
Yeah. I
So
wonder if they have a whiskey flight because
if they don't, I'll make sure
I
they
think
do.
Ellsworth does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure we can figure something out, but it was a
It
lot of
won't be
fun.
5-ounce pours by any means, but um,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it
And you passed it around. Cynthia tried it, Corey tried
it
it.
was really good.
I had a peachy mule, which was made with the local peach whiskey. It
Mm.
was really good. A little on the sweet side, and I've kind of gotten away from sweet drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once your palate gets really good at just stuff on its own,
yeah,
it's hard to
yeah.
do that because you're like, I'm not
But
tasting.
it was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it was just a fun experience. Just, I mean, we did not expect any of that. Like we expected to pour, but we didn't expect to meet Corey ahead of time, and then after we're
Right.
like, oh, fuck, let's just go back
Yeah.
and just had so much fun.
Yep. And so that was a
Oh,
Thursday
and
night. We ended up going to bed around midnight
and with
to go
Cynthia
to
too,
work the next day.
she was going down to Sierra Vista the next day.
Brothers
So
and the
no, her boyfriend.
oh boyfriend. Oh, okay. I thought she said brother. Okay, cool.
I think she said boyfriend.
Okay. So
Um,
he's at the base there in Sierra Vista.
which we knew all where that is, and we
Mhm.
told her a couple wineries to try out too. That's kind of how we started talking. Is
Yeah.
we are just giving her all these recommendations, like, oh, that's yep, that's close, that's close. I'm like, yep, we know what we're talking
And we
about.
told her if you're just staying on the base and you want something to drink, hit the
The
Safeway
Safeway
in
has a
Sierra Vista. They have a
plethora,
huge,
yeah,
uh,
plethora of.
unfortunately, we did hit two Total Wines last weekend, and
Yeah,
they really dwindled their local.
yeah, we won't be going there anymore.
No,
It's not even worth
no.
it.
Just looking for Merkin bubbles. That's all I wanted for
Yeah,
the
we
day.
was just quick get in, get out, and they used to have it.
Yeah.
Then they dwindled everything down. So yeah, we won't be going there anymore. That's
Yeah.
fine with me. We'd rather help the local businesses anyways, like
Sure.
Divine. It's just like Divine on a Saturday, there's a chance you're not going to find a parking spot. So
Shocked for how hot it was. All the parking spaces were taken. I thought when it got
downtown
hot,
Chandler, yeah, I don't know. It's
that was one of the best turnouts they had
been a
for the
while.
wine tasting. It was awesome.
It was a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because last time we went, it wasn't even maybe half that, maybe, but just this was a huge turnout. I don't know if they just lucked out because that convention was in town and maybe other people were doing it, but we didn't hear anything. And
No, because
yeah,
they those were the only two that we knew of from the convention.
yeah.
Yeah.
And who schedules conventions here in August
All
or
right.
July? Like,
Yeah.
do you have a map?
I've um I've read about the Crown Plaza though. It seems like it's nice. It seems it's supposed to be haunted. So,
Hmm.
but you've never been there, right?
There's no point in staying there. I grew up right around there. Why would
Yeah,
I stay?
but
Yeah.
take a date there or something maybe.
Nah,
Who knows?
nah.
No.
But I also wanted to touch on too that we're going to be going to the wrestling eye store the next couple weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna go meet Rikishi.
And the week before there he's doing a card event, a sports card, a wrestling card event. So we're definitely he invited us to go do that. Like, absolutely, we'll be that'll be fun.
Yeah, we were having a really hard time finding a Rikishi pop locally and ended up finding one on Poshmark from New York, I think. And it arrived ahead of
A day
time
ahead of
in
time.
very, very
Very
good condition.
yeah, very good
Yeah,
condition. How it was
very
wrapped.
good price.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we made sure we made a good review and all that, and because that's important. We understand how that works. And
yeah,
she said that she's gonna have some more coming up soon. So that's a weird website to get used to. It's almost like a like TikTok itself. It's
yeah.
because I had the app because that was a better way of getting the updates and stuff. But it's just like
I
this
think
is a
you could
lot.
buy like anything on there.
It's kind of like an Etsy meets TikTok is what I would kind
Or
of say it's like.
Craigslist.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't spent enough time on it. Mostly, I just want to make sure that arrived okay, and we
Yeah.
knew because of how hot it is.
I
We knew when
think
it
it's
got
a
here.
good place to get designer stuff
Mm,
at better prices.
okay.
I think that's what it kind of originally was designed for. That's why it's called Poshmark.
Hmm.
I think I could be wrong because this is the first time we actually checked it out and bought something from it.
Yeah, and it was really cool because yeah, we're so after the week after the card thing, Rikishi, the wrestler who is
Hmm.
the father of at least
Jimmy
Jimmy and Jay Uso
Uso,
and
Solo
Solo,
Sokoa.
which Solo has a big history out here. So I wonder
Hmm.
if that's another reason why he comes out here because Solo was one of the longest reigning Arizona wrestling
Hmm.
champions out here for when he was in our
Yeah.
um, AWF.
Mhm.
So
And then he's bringing one of the Fatus with him.
one of the
Alternate.
up and coming
Yeah.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen much on because they said details to come for that
Mhm.
for how much those signings are going to be.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just like, yeah, we'll just put it all
Oh,
together.
he's going to do signings
As
also?
far as I know,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So that'd be cool. It'd be kind of like meeting like a football player that has potential that hasn't been drafted yet or something. That's kind of how I'm looking at it.
Right.
They could be huge and popular. You know,
Yeah.
they could be like the next Jey Uso. Who knows?
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu,
Yeah.
something like that. So yeah. I mean, Solo's the U.S. champion. They would be the next Solo too. Who the hell knows?
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I haven't ever been a wrestler, so
It's cool.
yeah. So that'll be a lot
Well,
of fun.
it'll be our firsts together.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
got the pop for that. So we're gonna get that signed and
We have a card. We're going to get signed.
hmm
We gotta dig that out.
I know where all those are.
Okay, cool.
They're
Yeah.
right near the top, which I want to bring that whole collection with us next week anyway. So we should
Yeah.
probably get that out. Just take it with us.
We went to a new uh, antique store in Mesa. I thought it was really nice.
I liked it. I didn't
Yep.
mind. Yeah, it was better than some of the other ones we've been
Yeah.
to.
But luckily, just like 3 doors down from it in the same strip mall, there was a Mexican bakery, and which are hard to find out here, or any ones
When they're
that aren't
not oh,
close
when
and
they're
open.
open late enough.
And luckily they were open, and there was a pastry from my childhood that I used to eat all the time that I can't find anywhere anymore. And they're called besos, and it's like two muffin tops almost put together. And then they have raspberry jam and coconut. And they've always been one of my favorites. And that panaderia just happened to be open, and they actually had them. So that was fun. And then the kid got her sprinkle cookies, her little rainbow sprinkle cookies, and you tried something that looked like a
This
hostess
cupcake,
cupcake.
but it didn't have the cream filling
Yeah.
in it, which I was kind of disappointed with. But it was fine. It was
Yeah.
good. But yeah, that was fun. We did that last Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun. There's a few more I think around that area too. We can check. So
And
we
then
really went there. I went there looking for like pops. Because Kurt Angle is another one that's going to be, and Jake the Snake. So it's
mm,
like, well, if we can find those, you know, pops, that'd be
yeah,
cool.
so we'll have to hit the other.
Yeah, there's that one on Broadway and
Yeah, that
Dobson that
has
has all huge
huge
selections.
pops.
So that's probably the place to
It's
start.
almost like the whole back of the building is pops.
hmm
That's Grenache making some noise.
Yeah, if you hear
She
anything
was super
dinging,
excited because she got to go to work with me for 3 days straight. That was fun for her.
it sounds like some of your coworkers and stuff missed her on
Oh,
Friday.
yeah.
So
My
that's
boss
cool.
missed her. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was funny.
she's a she's
We
a
had to
good
have a tree stump removed from the front of the house, which we had it cut down last year, and then the stump started sprouting. And
we just needed to kill the roots
yeah,
and get the stump done and all that.
so our 1 day stump removal turned into a 3 day stump removal. So we had her go to work with me because they said it was going to be loud.
Well, yeah, they need to use tools and stuff, and
Hmm.
it's a little closer to the door, so I just didn't want to get freaked out. It's not fair
Yeah.
to her not knowing what's going on, and I think about that kind of stuff. So,
Hmm.
not that I would worry about her, but it's not fair to her. So,
Yeah, especially if she's thinking she's defending her house,
yeah,
and we don't want her barking all day long
yeah,
or getting scared and having an accident or whatever.
or just anxiety, and she chews on something.
Yeah,
She hasn't really done that, but it's just not something I
you
want to.
never know.
You just never know. So, I mean, if you can plan ahead, do it. And
Yeah.
luckily, we can. So
She is now about 2 weeks out for her surgery.
that's good.
Yep,
It's scheduled one, so we know it's going to
yep,
get done.
yep.
Yeah, because I want her to get better, and that'll be really good for her. I don't know how she's gonna act next the couple days, but worst case scenario, you could probably
I'm
just
gonna
take her to
take her
work. Okay,
probably the next couple days after, just so she doesn't lick or anything.
and you can
Yeah,
monitor her
yeah,
too, just in
yep,
case. And there's people there if you have questions or anything happens, you
yeah,
can,
yeah,
at least it's better that her to be there than all here alone, and we just are worried about her all day
yeah.
because that's just stresses us two out and her.
Yeah,
So
especially because her surgery will be on a Monday. That's when the mobile vet is there.
uh-huh.
And then the next day, on Tuesdays, we have a vet that's there at the shelter.
There you go. Yeah.
She just wasn't, because the surgery is almost like a cosmetic surgery, a plastic surgery. She just wasn't comfortable enough to do it herself. That's why we're having the mobile vet do it.
Mhm.
But if there's any complications, at least Dr. Laura will be there.
Yeah. And then in a couple weeks as well, we're going to be on the Gracious 2 again.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun. And we just found out today while we were getting our oil changed on the car that they're going to be on some
They
network.
joined, yeah, you'll have to look it up. I don't remember
Yeah, they're going to
exactly.
be on Hulu and Roku, which we watch Hulu on Roku, so that's
Wow.
cool. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. We just found out while we're waiting, so we haven't gotten all the details yet, but I'll probably reach out to J-Ro at some point soon and
Yeah.
just say, hey, that's really cool,
It's
man.
very cool
Congrats.
for them.
And
Big
um,
thing for them.
yeah, so good for them. And I think they said like early September they're going to be doing it.
Very cool.
So
That's awesome.
it'd be fun to be back on their show again. And they were really cool this last week. I watched it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Just depends on how work's going and
Hmm.
what I'm in the middle of and stuff. But we watched it on Tuesday and said, "Hey guys," and uh, Gracie said, "Hey, oh my God, hey, Justin and Andrea, drumming conversation." They just talked for about 5 minutes, give or take, about like good people and all that. We just really appreciate that
Yeah,
stuff. So
for sure.
that helps us know that we're doing a good job and what we're doing, is fun and people are listening. And I mean, both of them had been so gracious, pun intended, but
Right.
they really have. I mean, J Rose promoted the Hulk Hogan thing he did with us quite a bit.
That's awesome.
It was fun, just that whole how the whole thing went and what he was
Yeah.
on his way to do and everything. And just that he's just transparent with all that, and
Yeah.
it's just really cool. And again, we without this, we would have never met them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Chad, just reaching out to Chad, and I'll come on yours if you come on ours. Like,
Sure.
duh. One of my childhood heroes is he's coming on ours, and we're gonna be on his. And then
Right.
we met J Rowe and Bill Hines, who
Hmm.
like these microphones and cables and the headphones and all that's from him, and just everything else. And yeah, so it's just
We've
been
met a lot of really cool people.
Vic helping with,
Yeah.
he's gonna help me out with the recordings, and we would have not been told to have him on if not for Kyle Fagala, and
Right.
just everything that's happened from that, all the drummers we've had on, some people we're gonna have on coming up and stuff
Yeah.
too that we're working out. Matt Mason, he's got some great things coming up. I'm not going to talk about it yet
Yep.
because he hasn't, but we
Yep.
know what's coming and we know what's already happened. And we're very happy for him. And
Yeah.
we're one of the first ones he told. All the wineries we've had on
Yeah.
recently. So it's been a while since we've gotten on and done this. We're still releasing the Friday episodes. There's a couple that I just cannot find Zoom thing, so I'm gonna have to
In
reach out
your
to them and find out
archive.
where the hell they are. Yeah, there's a couple that I can't get a hold of, and I don't know why. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in touch with them and find out why I can't find those. But yeah, I just figured we'd jump on here and talk a little bit. If whatever comes up comes up. I wrote a couple things down,
Yeah.
but the next couple weeks will be pretty busy, and we'll definitely once we do the Rikishi thing, we'll probably talk about that for a little
Oh, for
bit. We'll
sure.
have the kids going with us. That'll be fun. Um,
She's going to the card one too, right?
she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on a Sunday as well, so she'll be doing that with
The
us. So.
Rikishi one's going to be really, really nice because it's on a Sunday, but the next day is Labor Day. So we have an extra day off. Woo-hoo.
And actually 2 days because the Gracious Tuesday the next day after
Oh,
Labor Day.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
be a 4 day weekend. So yeah, that'll be nice to have. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to go over before we call this? Because we gotta get on TikTok soon.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Intro and outro music is provided by Arizona prog metal band Temple Displacement. Find their music anywhere you listen to your favorite music. You can email us at drummingupconversation@gmail.com. It's early. We didn't have a whole lot of coffee this morning. Oh, the whole coffee thing this morning was ridiculous. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Drumming Up Conversation and on X at Drum Conversing.
We can go. We don't have to name the company, but we can go over what happened real quick.
Okay, there's a coffee shop near us.
It's our plan B.
Yeah.
But it's when we're having something we need to do, it's on the way a lot
Yeah.
more often than the other one would like.
And they have an app, so we ordered on the app, went through the
We
drive-through.
had a free one coming, which
Yeah.
was nice too.
They ask, how can we help you? Oh, picking up an order for Justin. Oh, pull through. We're sitting in the drive-through for a few minutes. The guy goes, "What was the name on the order?" Justin. He walks away and like, that's never good, you know.
Yeah.
And then he comes back. Uh, we're out of cold brew. We just ran out.
Ran out.
You just ran
You didn't
out.
plan
You
for a
don't have
weekend.
nitro, you don't have cold brew. Well, we can make you an iced coffee and put a shot of espresso in it. No, we
It's
want
just not the
cold brew.
same. It doesn't taste the same. Yeah.
So then you had to give them your card because you prepaid online. So then they had to refund the card. Then we're like, do we get the free drink back? And they're like, well,
Just say your name next time I'm in
yeah,
here. I'm like, well, yeah, you
we'll make
better.
a note of it. That always works out great.
Well, I'm not going to place an order at all.
Yeah,
Well, or at the drive-through, I'll just say, hey, here's what happened, and we're owed a free drink, and yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
a
we'll see.
nightmare. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
always our backup plan place anyway.
there it's still really good, but it's not
Yeah,
like our plan A.
yeah,
But yeah, I just figure we shouldn't leave the listeners hanging
yeah.
because we can still do it without,
So then
bearing
we
a
just end
company.
up getting like monster coffees in the can, which they're fine.
They're fine.
But
We needed something because we knew we were going to be sitting at the
oil
oil change
change.
place for at least an hour. And so yeah, but yeah, so that's what happened,
Yeah,
and it's just like, great, please don't let this like dictate the rest of the day. Let's get the shit part of the day out early,
yeah.
then at
Because
least.
later you have a hair appointment, and then we have a date night
Going to a place that we've been talking about going to for at least
s-
11 years
since we moved
that
here.
we've just never gotten to
Yep.
do. And one day I was like, what, I'm just gonna set a reservation and see what happens. It was actually really cool. So I went on Google and I looked them up and I clicked on the website and it asked, would you like Google to set a reservation for you? They call for you.
Yeah.
And they called the first time, I guess they weren't open. And they said, we'll try again at this time. And then,
Oh, I didn't know they
yeah,
did all that.
yeah. And would keep giving me alerts on it and said, we finally got your reservations all set. We got a hold of them. It's set for blah, blah, blah this time. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I said, would you like to review your experience? Yes, I would. That was cool. I was at work and it just kept giving me alerts on everything that was going on, updating me.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it was
Didn't know
really
that.
cool. Yeah. So I was like, that's cool. So,
Awesome.
but we'll see. We haven't gone to the, so let's see what happens then. But it all works out.
It's a very pretty place.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a good experience.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah.
So to get back on track,
Mm-hmm.
you can listen to our audio podcasts on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your favorite audio podcasts. You can see the video podcast on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us, subscribe, like, give us a rating, tell a friend, tell 5 friends. It helps us get new listeners and it helps us to grow our audience.
Just hit the subscribe button or the follow
Yeah.
button. So it just that little bit
So
could
we
really
ask
help us out. Yeah, I mean, listen to it how you can. Like I said, we say all the time, the longer episodes, when we watch and listen and stuff like that, we'll break them up sometimes. It's just the way it goes. But you listening and watching really helps us out. Lets us know who's listening.
for
If you want
sure.
to come on, let us know too. Chat to us and come on. Like if you got anything you want to talk about, just come on and talk about it. Like,
It was really cool at Divine the other night because people were actually scanning the QR code right there at the table.
mhm.
It's really cool.
Which is cool to have because yeah, we can just do that if they don't want to just take a card with them.
Yeah.
Just here, yeah, just go on real quick and follow. Just just that little bit helps, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like I'm just enjoying doing this, and the fact that we've gotten better too. We can just jump on and just talk about whatever, and I think we've gone for about a half an hour or so at least. So that's good. That's where we want to be when we don't have guests on too.
Yeah.
And then sometimes just spark conversation as well. But
Yeah.
for drumming up conversation, I'm Justin Wood.
I'm Andrea Wood.
No
mercy.
mercy.
Summing up conversation.